Hello, baby boomers. If you saw yesterday's video, I was in the attic. Okay, while I was in the attic, I was discovering all those boxes that I had saved. Those precious boxes of memories for my kids. Without going into too much detail, if you didn't see that video, you can pop on over and check that one out. But while I was in that attic, looky what I found. Probably one of the biggest time sucks that you will ever come across, right? I discovered this basket full of photos that I had all the best intentions over the years of putting into photo albums. You can see how well that went, right? I literally sat down and started looking through these photos while I was supposed to be, tidying things up and downsizing in the attic. And I looked at my watch and it actually said it was like 2 hours that I was sitting there looking through the photos. So yes, big time suck. But more than that, these are a basket of memories. And over the years, I can't even count on both hands how many times I've had conversations with sellers who, look, I'm doing it now, who've asked me about photos and downsizing and how do you get rid of memories without just tossing them in the trash. And it is huge. It is a big deal. A lot of minimizing companies I have spoken to over the years, there are actually companies that actually do that. Minimalism and downsizing is huge these days. Obviously the best situation is don't get yourself in it. And being that we have digital phones with digital photos nowadays, the pictures are actually, more accessible in your phone. However, they go in that phone and it's like a black hole and you usually don't see the ones that are way, way, way back in the beginning when you got to scroll all the way to the beginning of your phone. But back to my basket of photos. What do we do with these kinds of memories that cannot be replaced? Okay. I'm not telling you to throw them away. I could never tell you to throw them away. What's funny is I just found a photo of my mother-in-law when she was about 9 that we got by default when we cleaned out her house. So this is how things move along. Here's my suggestion for a basket like this. Like we talked about yesterday, small bites, right? Deal with everything in small bites and it actually is much less stressful, okay? I'm gonna suggest, which is what I'm going to do, this basket is fairly large. I'm gonna say take this section of photos and start sorting it, okay? Put it into who's in the photo, okay? Some are gonna fall into several different categories, but generally you wanna sort them into who's in the photo, okay? Then we're going to share the fun, right? Then we're going to put them in envelopes and we're going to, again, you can make this into a fun family event. Again, with the pizza, maybe not pizza, order some Chinese food, invite the family over, hand out their envelopes, right? With the photos in them and let them decide, okay? We're going to pass along the fun and the responsibility of the photos, right? I'm going to give you these photos and I'm going to give you your photos. And then it becomes their choice what they're going to do with those photos. A lot of the minimalism businesses, what they suggest is to take your very favorite photos, those very, very important ones that you could never dream of parting with, and put them into your phone, make them digital. You could create a drive, a thumb drive with your photos. That means you're gonna save something like this big, okay? And turn all these photos into a thumb drive, right? That way, in your heart of hearts, you're not parting with the photos. You do still have them, right? But they are more portable and manageable, okay? So there's a couple of ideas for you to help manage one of the big issues that we have when we're downsizing and kind of getting ready to not just necessarily retire, but people like to just minimalize and make things a little more manageable. So that's some ideas for you for these types of memories. So if you have any ideas on this, if you've got any great answers to this situation, feel free to leave it in a comment below. And we would love to hear from you, because this is obviously a huge, huge deal. Can't throw those memories in the trash, right? So hopefully that was helpful. Another little downsizing tip for all my baby boomers out there. So stay tuned, check back and see what else is happening. We're going to go into some other ideas next of how to decide. How do you decide what you want to do? We're preparing the house now. We're finding different ways to downsize and get ready to move, which again could be good for moving, period, not just retiring. But we're going to be moving into one of our next videos is going to be about how to decide what you're going to do with retirement, what your retirement's going to look like. So hopefully you'll check in, and I'm going to try really hard now not to get lost in my photos. Have a great day.